think I'm just about ready to compile all of the pieces of woke, woke, the goth, and the mime, the unnecessary musical, which is kind of a parody of the sequel to Joker. As well as Aku Chanoki, which was the Goth's prequel, like how she became the Goth, which is a really different story and kind of made, I'm sure there's a hint of violence in it, but kind of made so that almost anybody could read that. The rest of it is very mature. The whole point of woke was, I just thought, what would it be like? I wanted a trans superhero. I knew that. I was like, what would a modern, like, a person who's very obsessed with gender identity, technology, social media, somebody who's just kind of jealous of that, like working a terrible retail job or something, and wondering, how can I break in and be that person? And is given this special phone, this phone of their dreams, this floating phone that gives them full-on automatic, like, they're the most popular person on social media. They use social media to show what's going on, and have the ability to, with the phone, to take other people's powers, kind of like a Mega Man type of situation, and download them to themselves, and use those powers against other people, so they're always kind of equal in a way. And to just kind of take on a lot of trolling, political corruption. And then the goth kind of takes on that J.K. Rowling's situation of, like, this really popular author who just has a lot of hate behind a lot of the stuff that they're doing, has become so successful and beloved, but when you really look into it, you go, ooh, maybe this isn't so good, and she takes a step too far. But at the same time, there's a K-pop artist who decides he wants to be a superhero too, and it's kind of also his journey of how difficult it is. His name starts to be, he's dubbed the anti-martyr because his power is he can't die, but only because no one will let him die. Like, all these people will stand in front of him and kill and let themselves die instead of himself. He ends up in the end unwittingly, like, at a school shooting, and actually saving the day, but not before many people get hurt. And has a lot to do with himself and the fandom. And then the Mime the Musical, which is totally absurdist and ridiculous, but I think it's that breakout character that's kind of got small roles in everything. I wanted to make a big role for him. And you have Scarewolf and Robin, kind of a female Robin, interesting. Kind of, what if Batman was like a freaking rapist? And had to deal with that being wrong. Of course, like, he's not going to kill anybody, but he'll do something much, much worse. He'll humiliate you and destroy your mind, which is close to Batman, but I wanted to go a little step farther, and they all have to deal with these kind of things that they've done in the past, and make up for them, become the heroes they're supposed to be.